Hi guys, this is just a recording that I want to do with you to help you with the first assignment. So as you know, your first assignment is a presentation and I've asked you to do it using Microsoft PowerPoint. So these are some topics that I'm going to go through with you over the next couple of minutes. And we're going to look at templates, graphics, design ideas, text boxes, transitions and animations, and using 3D models, smart art and inserting icons. So we're going to chunk them up, or I'm going to chunk them up into a number of separate videos so you're not looking at the whole lot together, and it makes it much easier for you for, if you need to consult either of these recordings. Okay, so we're going to start off looking at using PowerPoint templates. Okay, so the topic of templates. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to minimize this and I'm going to come back out here and I'm going to take you into my browser because you can, there's a lot of software applications out there that you can use for your templates. Okay, so if you just go into Google and if you just type in PowerPoint templates, you're going to find a whole load of them there. So PowerPoint templates free will bring you up a lot of them. And one that I used to use a lot, I suppose, used to be this one. It's free PowerPoint templates. So what it does is it takes you into a site here where you have a whole load of different templates that you can download all for free. So if I go, for example, to the category of business, you can then see down here all of these templates specific to business. So you'd pick the one that you like. So we'll say I'm going to go with this one. Okay, and it'll then take you down and show you the different slides that are available. So you can see there's 48 slides available in that template. So 1 to 12, 13 to 24, etc. So you can come down to the bottom here, and if you click here, you can download that template onto your machine and you can start using that template. So that's one source of templates which you can use. Another very popular one is one called Canva. So if you go to canva.com, that also gives you a lot of templates that you can use. You can sign up for a basic version of Canva, which is free, and or else you can obviously go for a more professional version, etc. So when you come into Canva, you can go into templates, you can pick PowerPoint templates, and it will bring you up a whole list of templates, which you can use. And actually, these were ones that Judy Russell referred to in her presentation. She actually talked specifically about Canva. Okay, so it has quite a lot of templates in there. So you bring them up and then you can start designing your slides. You can see all the different templates there. So education templates, events, etc. And then you pick your template. And then whichever template you pick, then you can download the whole set of them, and then you can download them as a PowerPoint presentation. So they're another source of templates for you. Okay, so there are two options around templates. Now, while I've showed you templates, I don't think there is as much a need to use templates anymore. I think Microsoft PowerPoint itself, now the later versions, have really cool templates. But if you did want to pick ones outside of the box, you could look at both of those areas. One thing I would definitely think you should look at, guys, is something called pixels.com. So pixels.com is a fantastic website. I use it all the time. And it is a website that gives you access to a whole load of free stock photos and videos. So it's all free. So and the quality is really, really good. So we'll say that your group is doing say something on wireframing. Okay, so your topic is wireframing. So you're typing in your topic, and it then brings you up all of these different pictures which are specific to wireframing. And you will see a lot of them are kind of based on a similar theme, which is quite nice. You can come down to sponsored photos and you have iStock pictures. You have to pay for these ones, whereas the ones above the line here in Pixels are all free. So if I select, say, one of these, so I'm going to click on this one and I'm going to go free download. and I'm just going to save that for the moment, and I'll just save it onto my computer just to have it somewhere for the moment. Obviously you'd save that in a little bit better, so I'm just going to call it photo 1. Obviously you'd name that a little bit better, or actually yeah, okay, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. Okay, so I'm going to save that. I'm just going to come out of that. Okay, so that's the first one. So if I go back now again and I pick a second picture, so I will just go and maybe pick this one. So I click on this, free download, and I go save as again, and I'll call this wireframe. Actually, I think I'll do the first one again because I'm not exactly sure where I put it. Great demo. So this is wireframe 2. Okay, I'll just go back here to this one. Okay, and I'll do a free download, save as, and I will call this wireframe 1 because as I said, where to go, I'm not sure where I put it. So anyway, we leave this in here for the moment. Okay, so I find Pixel's website really, really good and a really good source of images. Okay, so if I take us back again to your website, or back again to a normal PowerPoint. So you have 3 choices. So you have the Canva, you have the templates. Okay, so there are two choices for your templates. But Microsoft PowerPoint has its own template set. So if I go into File and New, and I pick any one of these here, so you can see you have education, presentations, etc. So there's a whole load of different templates in there. So if I go to education and say I like this one, I can click on this one. And when you select one of these, it will download it onto your machine, and it will give you a presentation the same as the free ones there in the Canva. So you'll end up with a presentation with a number of different slides. If you remember, the one in the free PowerPoint presentation had 48 slides. This one has 9 slides. So you can certainly use this template here, or use templates like that. If you start using these templates, one of the things which you'll probably find you do a lot is that you have to duplicate the slides. So duplicating your slides means that they're not showing up on, means that you have this consistent theme throughout your slides. So I will come down here and maybe I'll duplicate. So I'm right clicking, duplicating the slide. So it gives me obviously the same, the same slide multiple times, and I would obviously change the contents here. When you have slides like this, you would go into your slide sorter, and you could obviously move them around as well. So I can drag them around and move them around or whatever. Now, obviously, you would have to have planned out your presentation. The planning would be very important. I'm assuming at this stage you have your planning done and you have an idea of the type of slides that you want, etc. Now, if you come to a slide, say something like this one, and you want, this slide has 3 placeholders. It has words here, another word here, and obviously it has a photograph over here. So you could type information into that. So I'll just type my own name for the moment into that one. But you're not limited to that. So you can go off and insert text and put in another placeholder for something else. So I can type in whatever there, just type in IS Consulting and practice. Okay, so you're not limited. So I suppose I just want to show you there that you're not limited to the size, to the placeholders. By using a text box, you can put other ones in, and you can obviously change the colors, etc. Just make that bigger. Now that looks awful, but you get the gist of what I'm saying to you. So you can mess around with that there using your placeholder options. Okay, so that's another option when it comes to using templates. Now, what you could do is forget about the templates and go back and use a plain slide. So I could come down, sometimes you can do it on a new slide. So you might go new slide here, and then you just maybe pick one of these placeholders, or if there was an option for a blank slide, you would pick a blank slide, and you can start entering your text in here. So this is a little bit more, a bit more blank than the rest of them. Okay, so you can work away like that using all your various slides. Now, if you didn't want to go down the route of templates at all, so you're just going to, so I'm going to not save this now, and you're just going to start on a plain template, okay, a plain, ordinary, blank template. And you said, okay, I'm going to start using this, and then I'm going to use all these designs here, and I'm going to build up my presentation based on this. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. And you will find now a lot of the time that that the new look now is very much around kind of, rather than using this kind of stuff that used to be kind of very popular before. People were going into designs and they were picking all these. Now these are real old hot guys. I don't want to see these in the presentation. See all these ones? Like they're as old as me as we say, they're as old as Tay. Okay, they're very, very boring. Okay, so they're not ones that I would suggest that you use. It's much better to use one of those templates. But what you could do, I won't save this now, is if you go to a new slide again, and again I go back to my blank, and we'll say I'll do maybe one of these, and I'll throw up another new slide, and I'm using one of these. Okay, if you are using pictures, you can insert your photograph into, or insert your picture into a slide. So we'll say for the moment that I am I'm typing in here, I'll just type in advantages of social media. And I'm typing in, say, wide reach of audience. Okay, engaging. So I'm just typing in some headings here, just bear with me. Okay, and you're typing away whatever points you want to type there. And again, you could obviously use your bold print or use your numbers and bullets. You can make things bigger or wider. So I want to insert a picture over here. So I could just get rid of this placeholder. I could go into insert picture. And because I just want to look at the pictures we just downloaded there. So if you remember a while ago, we pulled down 2 pictures. So if I go into my pictures folder, and I had one called wireframe 1, and I'm just going to insert that. That picture will just get inserted into the middle of your normally when you insert these pictures, they can take over the whole thing. Now, what is fantastic, and I find it absolutely brilliant, is this thing called design ideas. So if you click on design and turn on design ideas, it will give you an option, ideas of how you can incorporate that picture into your design. So it's saying here, okay, why don't you do it this way? Another suggestion maybe is to use this option. Another suggestion is maybe use this option. So you have a whole load of different options, that you can use using that picture. Okay, so I find that absolutely brilliant. So a lot of the time what I do when I start using, when I use the Pexels website, which gives me all of the, really cool photographs, and then I go in, I use those photographs. I normally have a common theme, which I would insert, which I would use. So that's my dog barking in the background. And then I would go to my design ideas and I would throw those in and I would pick which one I would choose. Okay, so if I go along and I insert another slide and I go into my pictures again and this device, and I'll go to pictures and I'll pick wireframe 2. Okay, which is the second one. Okay, here we have our picture again. And again, you can decide what options or which way you can, if you want, put multiple pictures into one slide, etc. So you can mess around with that yourselves. So it's really, really cool. I mean, I think they are as good as any template and they may become very individual. Okay, so I would definitely look at that. And the design ideas thing is even fabulous. Like if whatever text you type in, once you turn on the design ideas, it will generate ideas for you. So that should mean, so with the combination of either downloading the templates from that website, using the Canva templates, using the templates within Microsoft Office itself, or forgetting about the templates and simply using the Pexels website, Pexels, in conjunction with Design Ideas. I feel you should get a really good, a good, strong presentation together based on that. Okay, so that's just my take on using templates. So whichever one you prefer, my advice would be to use the Pexels with the Design Ideas. I feel that's the classiest way to do it. Okay, so thank you.